All right, as I've said many times before, I will report to you what I see, not what I would like to see. I will tell you the reality as I believe it to be rather than I would wish it to be. And we have entered an era so dystopian in this second presidential term of Donald Trump that we have to call it what it is. And it appears as though Elon Musk is functionally in charge of the American government at this time. This is not another, Trump's a puppet hypothesis. We are not in a subtle, behind the scenes through corporate influence that we can't really define, or some kind of puppet masters who we can never really name. Elon Musk appears to be openly running the show. How do we know? We know because it's all happening in public. Donald Trump has been signing executive orders that might as well have been drafted in Elon Musk's Twitter replies. We've got Doge, this made up acronym for a real, truly terrifying thing, where Elon Musk puts his own personal operatives, maybe we call them political commissars, puts them inside federal agencies, their job being to fire and hire and downsize. It's all happening under Elon Musk's command. And there is so much more to it. So let's break it down. Under Donald Trump's Doge, the unelected loyalist Elon Musk has unelected loyalists to him making decisions about funding and programs, and they've got the keys to the castle. They've got the keys to everything. They can block hires. They can decide who gets fired. They can dictate the size and shape of agencies. And because Elon Musk is at the top of Doge, even Vivek Ramaswamy, it was obvious you can't have two egos like that at the top. Trump clearly preferred Elon. Vivek quietly went away saying, everything's absolutely perfect. I'm just not going to be a part of this anymore. It really does appear as though Elon Musk and not Donald Trump are actually calling the shots here. This is not a minor advisory role. These Doge operatives aren't just consultants. They are overriding department heads on staffing. And the only way an agency can hire someone Musk's people don't approve of is if the agency head personally intervenes, which, let's be real, most aren't going to, because they don't want to be next on the chopping block as likely to get fired. Trump's new downsizing rule is for every 4 federal employees who leave, only 1 gets hired back. So this is all calculated. It's to gut the federal government from the inside. And if you thought Trump's first term was a disaster for properly staffing government departments, Elon Musk's second term agenda is like starvation level austerity, except not for the billionaires, only for the regular people who rely on things like their wages, functioning infrastructure, environmental protections, regulatory oversight. And if you step back for a second and say, David, you're right. 4 years ago, 8 years ago, 12 years ago, Elon Musk in the Oval Office explaining what's going on while the actual president sits aside. We wouldn't have expected that. But the signs have really been everywhere, because Elon Musk and other billionaires have been methodically inserting themselves into government decision-making for years, initially in more subtle ways. Then Elon takes over Twitter, turns it into this unmoderated pipeline for far-right propaganda, worms his way into direct access to Trump by dumping in about $270 million to the campaign. And now he gets to do whatever he wants. He can disregard regulatory standards if it's convenient for companies he owns, or secure government subsidies for businesses. And he is staffing the federal government. He's already rewired American political discourse by controlling what was one of the most influential online platforms. I don't know if it still is, where he would be boosting conspiracies and undermining democracy, playing footsie with authoritarian regimes. And he brands himself as some kind of free speech absolutist, but he's not. He now has moved beyond controlling speech. He's controlling government. He's controlling the budget. He's controlling policy. And that's the part that Trump's base doesn't really want to admit. Trump is increasingly just a figurehead. He's signing what's put in front of him. We'll talk tomorrow about the executive order stuff. He gives speeches, he rambles about sharks or dishwashers or toilets or whatever nonsense is on his mind. But the serious decision making is happening elsewhere. And it's Elon Musk, along with a handful of right wing billionaires, who seem to be the real power players. It's not hard to see the shift. Remember when Trump went off about how he doesn't really like electric cars? Then he realized Musk is willing to bankroll his collapsing social media empire and prop up the second term grift. And now Trump's just bending over backwards for Elon. So this is what what's the right word? This is what a transactional presidency looks like. A washed up reality TV star signing orders supported by tech billionaires and pretending that he's still in charge. So Elon Musk isn't doing this out of some deep ideological commitment to conservatism. He just wants control. He likes control. He's gotten control. He's taken control of online discourse through X, and now he's seizing the levers of government. So what we're watching is the United States government turned into a subsidiary of Elon Musk's corporations. And it's no longer that the billionaire class is influencing policy. They're just running the country. Open power grab. And for all the talk, by the way, of Trump being an alpha male, he doesn't even seem to be in charge of his own presidency. If a Democrat did something like this, imagine if Biden sat at the Resolute desk and said, here's George Soros, who's going to be telling us what government's going to get up to. Just imagine if Soros was given the authority to hire and fire and limit the size and policies. You know, Tucker Carlson's face would be even redder. Fox News would be running 24/7 segments about unelected billionaires running government, but it's Elon Musk, it's Donald Trump, it's Republicans. They don't care because of the woke mind virus or something like that. When does it end? Where does it end? Because this is a perfect blueprint for corporate autocracy, a system where billionaires aren't just lobbying politicians, they are the politicians. And to a degree, we are in uncharted territory here. Well, I wrote a book after a long journey and a ton of work. I am really thrilled with how it turned out, and I hope you'll read it. The book is called The Echo Machine. And in a nutshell, it looks at how American politics got so broken, who has already figured out solutions, and how we can try to fix it and stop the terror of Trump for the next 4 years. With Trump winning this election, the Echo Machine couldn't be more relevant, not only a warning about how we got here, but also about what might be coming and how to prevent the worst outcomes. We've got to stay engaged. We need a plan, and that's what the book is about. There's a belief out there that unless you have corporate media behind you, you can't have a successful political book launch, that it's not possible. I think we can prove that wrong. Order The Echo Machine today at davidpakman.com/echo on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere that books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore and say, please order me The Echo Machine by David Pakman. Wherever you get the book, you'll get the free pre-order perks, including the signed book plate. Head to davidpakman.com/free book stuff after ordering.